Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 27, Rosen eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A run for Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson now going to run the option right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Reset. 19. Go, go, go. 24. Check 4. Let him go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Rosen on first down. It's complete to Drake. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Easton Stick keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Here's Watson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson now going to run the option right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Coverage there by bringing body Calhoun.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that is incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 23 yards on the play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
This is it. 18.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Whip.
64.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Out of the gun, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run. Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Strong right.
Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Watson. He's got Fuller. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 99. Check 99.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
Wide open, complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. 67 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Back to throw, Watson. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
On play action, Rosen. He'll buy some time right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Dancing to his left. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Watson buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
I can't believe they even trying to go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it all? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now Chubb. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
41 Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check 52.
Now.
Switch.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just about on his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 3.
26.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Going to throw right side here, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Whitney merciless, able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. 19. Check. 53 is mine. Come on, come on, come on.
Here's Watson. Option left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
26. 24. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Check Mike. Check Mike.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Check hot right. Hot, hot. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52 and a block.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Ricky, go. Hey, Mike 52. Line him, go.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check. Lucky. Switch.
Middle. Hey, quarter.
Now it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Matt Hawk now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You're not ready. Hey, 55.
Now Watson. forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Watson now to throw. Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Got an open man, it's QT. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Watson now going to run the option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Good set. Good 18. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Watch tight. Tight is right.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it. And, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now what can Rosen do here at OT? This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Our final score in overtime. Score Dolphins 27, Texans 21.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from Houston.